it's somebody with you. So I always do, an adult with the young person. And you can, I mean, this girl started making close to $600-700 a month with me at 14. So you guys rock that baby this week. You're gonna have fun with it. And they are drinking energy drinks at that age,
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I think it'd be awesome.
Caroline, you have your hand up. Good
Yeah, can I
morning.
just, I was want to real quick share, when you called me, George, last night regarding the points and everything, I actually reached out to the EES company. It's not company, but it's a long story. Anyway, I'm going to be talking to them in Dallas and then hopefully bringing them in over into Dallas. So EES is a system that helps with magnetic to help your health better, get you better and repair your telomeres inside. And so when I shared that here in Maui, the guy was so interested, and I found out there's more places in Dallas and Austin, everywhere. So that's going to be hopefully my network.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
perfect.
I am so excited that you're coming to Dallas.
Well, I have to go dancing. Remember, Antoinette?
I know she's like the best dancer ever, guys. But so we probably can dance Friday night. So anyone else needs? I want to hear from anyone else, and then I'll dive into Dallas, and then I want to dive into how we're all going to be on this cruise. But you know what, George? I'm on my phone. How do I see? Like, George, help me with if somebody has their hand up.
Yes, Astrid. Hi, good
Astrid,
morning,
please.
Astrid.
Good morning, George. Good morning, Antoinette and everyone. I just wanted to share with you guys that after we came back from leadership, we heard the message, right, that if we simplify stuff, we got to share more. And so we did the tweak with the messages of, hey, I found a way, whatever Corbin taught us. Sorry. And we did that tweak, and we already added 30 people to the group just by that simple change, and using the 3H video, just sharing the video and sharing like a small text. So even with people that didn't work before with that message, more people are saying yes to the video. I'm sure you guys are using it, but in case that you're resistant to use it, it's working. So I'm excited. Like Yolanda already added 15 people to her crew, and she's like, I'm just having fun from my phone, just inviting people to links. This is so awesome. She did core 3, already have like almost 5,000 for the trip. So I don't know, just simplify, right? And it's never too late to try something new. And if it's simple, it works, because we live in a world that is so overwhelmed that something too long or complicated, just people like just push back. So it's working. We're thankful that we went to leadership and they gave us all those little nuggets from all of you guys, the great leadership, George, and all of you Christine, that presented at the conference. We're grateful. And I just wanted to give you hope, guys.
Great. Thank you, Astrid.
And Astrid, I mean, they're almost done the trip. So this is just so exciting and so fun. And so Astrid, if you don't mind, you guys are just what script? Because I know people are gonna ask, what script are you using to get people on the sizzle call?
What Corbin, I can put it on this chat in Spanish and English. They're like, hey, I found a way, hello, just a voice, not even a call. I found a way to be healthy. I don't know by memory. I just have it reading and I just send it. We're using my voice, and my people are doing the same thing. That I found a way to be healthier and make money in the process. That some people are making between 50 to 50,000 a week. And I did add something like, it may or may not be for you, but if I send you a link, will you listen? And everybody says yes. Pretty much 100% of the people say yes.
Guys,
Amazing.
you see how simple that is? I mean, it is what I want to talk about today. She's warm chatting, pretty much talking to people. She's just leaving a voice message instead of just a text. From what I understand,
Yeah.
which is definitely working for her because they know their voice, and then her people are following what she's doing, and she's duplicating herself and duplicating herself. And then the beauty of the sizzle call is that the sizzle call, you do have 12 o'clock your time, but also it's 12 o'clock every time. So it's like, oh, you can't make it at 12, come at 1, so it's working. And then the same thing in the evening. It's the same exact thing, but it's short, it's quick. And then Astrid, I know, but once they see the call, what is your follow-up? Because this is important, guys. This is just as important as warm chatter that I'm going to talk about. So what happens after the call? How do you follow up with them?
So we ask them if like we ask them only one question. What do you like about? That's it. And see, feel them out to see what they say back. And they either gonna say, that's not for me, like they push back because they don't know what they don't know. But most of the people are like, it sounds interesting. What is it? And then we connect them to the daily Zoom that we do.
Wow. Amazing. You see, so I know a lot of you have asked, what is the sizzle call? The sizzle call is just an introductory to our business. And then very simply, the two of them are just asking, what did you love the most? And then once they say that, they know what direction to go, right? Astrid, so like if they say they love this, that they want to know more about this product, or if they want to know more about the business, then you direct them to whatever place that they go.
Because the Zoom is short, it's only 10 minutes. And I feel like people listen to it, they listen to these $1 million stories and they're like, what is it? Because they don't give them much. So it's like making people hungry. So they end up asking you the questions like, what is it? How do they make money? Like it's like planting the need or the seed of the hope of what's possible. So people are more open to listen because they don't feel that they're being like push. So it's just like, listen to this. It might be for you, it might not be. Just listen to it. So they're more hungry and more open to curiosity. What is it? So once they ask questions, we try to do the 7 p.m. Zoom, or we try to do a one-on-one. If it's like a very influential person, I'd rather do one-on-one Zoom.
Oh my, I swear, I feel like last night I was dreaming about you two, because this is exactly what warm chatter is. This is what I'm talking about, is warm chatter, and you couldn't have said it any better. Let me back up a minute, but I want you guys to remember what the two of them just said, because so many of you are scared to warm chatter. There's so many different ways for all of you to earn this trip. But the truth is, you're probably 5 to 7 people away. Really, because of the double credit and the double that you can make, you're very, very close to all of you earning the trip. Astrid just said they added, what, 15, 30 people. I mean, they're just on fire. Shannon, I can't keep up with Shannon and what's happening. I remember when Kim Wee told me I would not be able to keep up, and I can't. And I love that. I love that.
Can I make a comment, Antoinette? Very
Sure.
important. She said that most of the people, almost everybody, is curious. You see something very important. She's talking about money, business. If she say, I have a great product that's going to help you, you're going to reduce the audience. Everybody's curious, especially the numbers that she used, between $50 to $50,000 or more per week. Lovey has a question, and then I think
And
that
then
would be
we'll
the
get
last one.
started on the warm chat. But go ahead, Lovey.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna make this really quickly, but obviously I just came back from Cabo. Oh my gosh. That was so amazing. I felt like well, first and foremost, I am so grateful. I think that's an understatement, but being able to experience Cabo with my husband, oh my gosh. The views were also breathtaking, but the people, that's what made it super unforgettable. I mean, reuniting with familiar faces, building new friendships, laughing, dreaming. Oh my gosh, there's so much. My heart is like super full. And the trip, you guys, wasn't just fun, it was literally a download of wisdom. I know, and I'm so grateful for like George and Adrian and Christine and you, Antoinette, Kimberly. I mean, oh my gosh. But during that time we heard from the Ferraros, so we just had our time together with them. Or oh my gosh, they reminded me how blessed we are to have mentors who truly want to see us win. So I'm grateful beyond words for the guidance, the belief, and honestly like the blueprint they pour into us. So I'm super excited. I just wanted to share that real quick. Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, and the pictures were amazing. I said yesterday, everyone on that trip didn't need a filter because you guys were so gorgeous with your natural look in the pool, everything. I don't know. There must have been something in the air. It's wealth, I think. It's wealth, wealth and health. It it's gorgeous. So thank you, Lovey, because now all of us need to be on the next trip. And I believe that every single one of you on here can be on that trip. But there's, I think, 90 rooms left. So come on, let's make it happen. And I say let's shoot for November 3rd. And then you may have a little bit of time after that. You do have till November 30th, but let's shoot for November 3rd because everything is doubled. And so what I love that Astrid and Mike talked about this morning, because what I want you to know is it does start with you. You know, Astrid and Mike came back and they got the spark and they listened to how simple it was and the five simple things that they needed in order to make this happen. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Elizabeth just called. So I was like, wait. Okay. So the five things that made this five simple things that they remembered, which I know we can give this the 0.5 points to you later, but it is no different when you're warm chatting. So the reason that I love to talk about warm chatting, because the same way that Astrid and Mike came home, they began to warm chatter, I feel, on the phone. They called people on the phone, got them excited, and got them onto the sizzle call. That's the exact same thing that Christine Peterson taught me 23 years ago. Same thing. It's just in person versus on the phone. So let's just say you have your Project 100 list and you're not excited about your list anymore. You shouldn't. I know for some of you, you're like, I've looked at this list and I'm adding to this list, but it doesn't get me excited. What I want you guys to do is write down right now what gets you excited. Like what makes you happy? If you could go anywhere today, what would make you excited? And here's an example. Whenever I'm not feeling so happy, I go to Target. Shopping always makes me happy. The minute I walk into Target, I am smiling. So, what happens if I walk into Target? I'm smiling, I'm happy, I'm going to meet happy people. Let's say you love pets. The minute you walk into maybe a pet store or you go to a dog park, you're smiling, you're happy. Let's say I had someone like my daughter. The minute my daughter walks into Barnes and Noble, anything to do with reading and a book, she's happy. And she's going to talk to someone about a book, not me, but her. Whatever makes you happy. For the men, I don't know. Is it going into a golf store? I don't know what it is, but I want you to think about what makes you happy. And I want you to go there in the next day or two. When I had small children, my children make me happy. I had a 2-year old, a 3, a 4-year old, and a 7-year old when I started this business. When Christine said to me, warm chatter, I'm thinking, when, where, and how? So the whole thing was I would take my kids to the park. I was happy that they weren't with me and they were playing with someone else. No. But the truth is, I was happy when I was at the park, but I met other moms with kids that I would talk to. So I don't want you guys to think that this warm chatter thing is so scary. But the main thing that you're doing is what Mike and Astrid just said. You're not trying to recruit them. You're just doing the sizzle. You're just giving them a sizzle so that then you get their name and number. That's your only goal, is to get their name and number and for you to invite them to something else. When you're out and about, if you spend hours talking to someone, they're going to think that they're going to have to spend hours talking to a lot of people and they can't do it. I want you to think that way. So you're doing the exact same thing. When I meet someone, I say to them, number one, why did you want to talk to them? Let's say I'm going to use an example of the park. Let's say you're out at the park and you have kids and they have kids and they're running around and you're like, oh my gosh, my boys, I got to keep up with these boys. And then the other mom says, I got to keep up with my boys too. And you start laughing and you say, yeah, wouldn't it be awesome if we could have a nanny that could keep up with these boys? And then we start laughing. And then you could say, you know what? I'd love to get your name and number and share with you a movement that we could make extra money to take care of these boys. Literally, that would be what I would say to people. Then I would say to them, tell me a little bit about yourself. Go back to Christine's DISC personality. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Depending on what they would say, would be what I would say to them next. Because the main thing that I'm doing is I'm just trying to get their name and number and invite them to a sizzle. Now, we didn't have sizzles back then. You could say to them the exact same thing. Hey, if I invited you to something that's 10 or 15 minutes, I'd love to send you the link. Or you could do what I think Gladys did the other day. She actually said, hey, there's something going on right now. Let's look at it together. I forget who it was that just did that. May have been Glennis or Gladys. But what I wanted you to understand is if you're looking at your 100 project list and you haven't made anything happen from that list, I'm going to quote Christine Peterson. How's that working for you? I want you guys to think about it. How's that working for you? If it's not working for you, you have to do something different. So go to a happy place and control your own destiny by meeting new people. Now, you can go to a networking event. Some people love a networking event. So that's somewhere where people, they're definitely going to talk to you because they're there to network just as much as you're networking. That could make you feel comfortable going to a networking event. You can go to happy hour. For some of you, if you feel comfortable going to happy hour, talking to someone at happy hour, most of you know my mentor is now 80. I can't even believe it. Mary Lou is 88 years old. Every day she still goes out and meets new people. But when she was 79 years old, we would go to happy hour just to meet people in the evenings to talk to people. Whatever makes you happy, you go out and you get to talk to people. Even if you're like, I'm kind of afraid to talk to people, go to like a Starbucks, sit outside if it's beautiful. It's a beautiful fall day. Have your laptop sitting there, have your kinetic box sitting next to you. I promise you, people are going to be like, what is that? Well, maybe not at Starbucks because they sell energy drinks, but go somewhere else. And people will approach you people will talk to you. But what I love about this, the same way that Ashton and Mike, what did they do? They created their own way to get new people going by calling and leaving a message. If you don't have anybody to call and leave a message, go out there and meet strangers, because sometimes it's easier for you to talk to strangers than it is for you to talk to people that you already know. So, what I wanted to do is open it up. And I know here, I don't know how to do this on my phone. I think it's quiet. So, I'm going to try to go downstairs and go on my computer. I wanted to open this up for you guys to ask me questions on how to meet 10 people in a day. How do you meet 10 people in a day? I want to know your questions. So I want to open it up. What are your questions? Oh, everybody's got it?
No, we don't got it. We're just involved. How do I
We're
say this?
thinking. We're just thinking.
Okay, so what are you thinking? What's
We're
your
giving you
question?
time to get downstairs.
Oh, perfect. I'm going to switch over. Okay, so Glennis, I know you're one. So Glennis, let's talk about warm chatter. I know you went out the other day. So tell us a little bit about what you did.
Froze is what I did, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't have a problem at all talking to people. And this is probably not going to make sense to most people. Talking to people, great. The transition from hey to I got something I want you to look at. I'm having difficulty moving to the business or to but I will chit chat with you for 30 minutes and I just saw you, but something about transitioning to talking about business.
And I think that's great, Glennis, because I think a lot of us have that problem with that transition. And so I'm happy that you brought this up. So here's the transition. It was fabulous chatting with you. I would love to have someone like you be a part of the movement that I'm in. So, I mean, the truth is, it was great chatting with you. I would love for you to be a part of the movement that I'm in. And then they're like, wait, what movement? Wait, what are you talking about? Would you be open to hearing how you could make some extra money on the side? Would you be open to hearing about another stream of income? I mean, I just honestly say that to them. Would you be open to hearing about another stream of income? Would you be open to hearing about, what were you chatting about, Glennis, for 30 minutes?
I know, right? Exactly. Just met a couple at take my granddaughter to a snow cone place and met a couple who had taken their child to the snow cone place. And it's funny because we were both gonna grab snow cones and leave, but we end up sitting out. They have a patio area. We ended up talking while she was in line, and they sat down and we talked about some of everything. But I could not. The whole time I was talking to them, in my head, it was about 20 minutes. In my head, I kept thinking, okay, how can I transition? How can I and I never did.
Now, what
on that
you?
particular one?
This is really good, guys. What attracted you to them? They were friendly. They were nice.
They were friendly. They were just friendly.
Yeah.
Just
and this is the
we
other
started
thing
off talking about how many flavors it was. Oh my God, it's so many flavors. I can't decide. And it just went from.
And here's the thing. What if you said to them, oh, this is so much fun. Wouldn't it be great if this is all we did every day is meet new people at the snow cone place? Would you be open to hearing how this could be our lives? Because honestly, if the snow cone
he had just got off from work and he was like, oh, I'm so glad I'm off from work.
Oh my gosh, that would be great. If someone said to me, ooh, I just got off work. I said, wouldn't it be great if you never had to go to work again? Do you guys see? If someone says to me, ooh, I just got off work, I say, wouldn't it be great if you never had to go back to work again? And then, Glennis, here's where you borrow from Christine, myself, George, anyone on here. I would say, I have a friend that she started another stream of income 23 years ago. Do you know that she has not gone to work for 22 years? You see, the reason that Christine says her story over and over and over again. George says his story over and over again. Some of the leaders on here, oh my gosh, just think about the Smiths. I mean, I wish I am angry at every one of you on this call. Why didn't you meet me in my 20s? Because I would be them if you met me in my 20s. No one talked to me until my almost 40s, guys. So, oh, and I think it brings up another thing. I think this brings up another point. What if what you say to someone changes their lives? I want you to think about that. If you could transition into 3, it made someone else healthy and wealthy. You'll think of it like it's not about you, it's about them. And I want you to, and then you say, I gotta tell them about this movement because I could change their life. And so think of it that way. Think about how I know the Smiths in their 20s. I think about that. Because they were in their 20s, they made a decision that changed not only their lives, but generations in their family, that it's changed. So when you're warm chatting, think about what if. And then I think the problem with some of you transitioning is you're afraid they're going to say no. If they say no, next. No, next, because you're on to the next person that you could change their life to the next person. So I love that. But hopefully that answered Glennis. Anyone else, what prevents you from speaking to strangers or being out and about speaking to anyone? That was great, Glennis.
Mm.
Anyone else? Gladys,
Me?
go ahead.
Yes. Well, putting in practice what you told me, going to the happy hour. We had a happy hour last week, and I talked to the bartender, and I said, I mean, very handsome young guy. And we talked, and I said, "How long you been here?" Because I know the owners of the place. And do you like what you do? He said, "Not really." And I said, "Great, because I'm looking for someone that is working that doesn't like what they're doing, because I have something that it could make you financially free." And I said, "Okay, what is it about?" I said, "It have to do with wellness and health and wealth." And he said, "Yeah, I'm interested." Okay. So I got his number. We talk. We just have to set a day to get together because he works 7 days a week from 10 to 10. So we are just working that part. So I'm just, talking to people. I went to Costco, the same thing. The guy that was selling the mobile phones, the same thing. So, hey, how are you? Do you like what you're doing? And he said, "Not really." So I'm just putting in practice and getting, like I said before, I'm getting out of my comfort zone. And
I love it.
just, do I get nervous? Yes, I get very nervous. Some people say, no, it's okay. Next, delete, next, and keep on walking.
Frida
So,
had
Glennis,
a
maybe
very
you and I can go together to the happy hour, to Costco, to the stores.
there you go.
I'm
And
on my
Frida
way.
just had a great comment. Frida had a great comment. You can say to them, this is something, an extra stream of income that you don't have to leave what you're already doing. I think that's very important. You don't have to leave what you're already doing. You can just test it out. But I know people that have made $50 a month or $50,000 a month. I know people that have made an extra $50 a month or an extra $50,000 a month. And again, you're just giving them a sizzle. This is just something quick that you're talking about with them. But I want you guys to know that Glennis came to me from someone that I warm chattered years ago. So you never know how, like, okay, I'm with Christine Peterson because someone warm chattered me when I was shopping during lunchtime 23 years ago. Think about that. 23 years ago, someone warm chattered me. She was shaking, like she almost looked like she was going to cry. She was shaking. She came up to me and she said to me, I would, this is the funny part, y'all. She goes, you are so cute. I'd love for you to come, obviously from our other company. I'd love for you to come to a meeting to hear a little bit more about how you could, how did she say it? Come to a meeting where you could hear a little bit more about how you can make more money than you're making as a executive at JCPenney. She was smart. She didn't say to me, get a facial. Because y'all, I didn't wear makeup. I didn't wear makeup. My hair was in a ponytail. I could have cared less about anything like that. But I only went because she also said to me, I'll give you free pancakes. I'm just going to be honest. And I was like, okay. So sometimes you got to, what you're inviting them to. But I think that works. But I think we had, was it Caroline? Was your hand up?
Yeah. A real quick question. So, people say that they never have time because they always say they're so busy. I know. So how do I, okay, that people I
That's
know.
one of our favorites. That's one of our
And
favorites.
then I'm going to share something else after that.
Yes. Okay. When they say they don't want to have time, we say, do you want to live like that forever? Do you always want to have no time? Let me show you a way that you can have a little bit more free time. And normally for me, when people say they don't have time, I say, what if I could show you a way with a little bit of time how you could get more time? But probably you're the type of person that's always busy, but wouldn't it be great if you were busy with what you wanted to do versus what someone else wants you to do? So, and honestly, then Caroline, you bring in a story and you can use my story, Christine's story, someone else's story, and you say, I know someone who started this business 23 years ago, and she was really looking for time to spend with her family. And it only took her 1 year, and she's had 22 years of freedom and flexibility. Would you be open just to hearing about it? So that's why it's very important for each of you to listen to all the different stories so that you can pull everyone's different story in order to just get their name and number. Remember, your only goal is to get their name and number and book them later. You're not booking them on the spot. It's not that you're trying to book them on the spot. Now, some may book on the spot, and that'll be another training for another day, but that's where you have to move into what Astrid and Mike are doing. Then you have to get on the phone and say, hey, I'd love for you to 10-minute sizzle, maybe it is, a 10-minute thing. If I sent you the link, would you jump on? Would you listen to this? Da 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 da. That's kind of how that works to make it happen. But go ahead, I'm gonna let Frida, go ahead.
Yeah, Antoinette, I just share a couple of things. I have about 20 different one-liners that I use, and they're so magic. And the one that I just posted or just put in the chat, of course, but one that I really like to use is this. Do you know anyone who's looking for ways to make more money from home or on their own time?
Love it.
Because they're going to say, oh, yeah, me. I do. How about me? Okay. And then what I do is I say, oh, here's my number. Just text me yours. Oh, and by the way, put your name in there and how we met. So they send me their number by taking mine. I don't have to ask for theirs.
There you go. I love that, guys. I love that. So she gives them her number and she says, text me, say that again, Frida. I like it.
I say to them, here's my number, take my number and text me yours. And I stand there while they do that. And
Yes.
it'll pop up. My name is Sandy. We met at Dunkin' Donut. Or
Yes.
my name is whatever. We met wherever. And that's how I do it.
Yes. I
And it
mean,
works.
honestly, did you see how Frida didn't ask for their number? Like, I don't really ask people for their number. I just say, like, if I were Glennis, I'd say, oh my gosh, this was so much fun. We have to stay in touch. Give me your number. Like, I'm just getting people's number. Give me your number.
And
We
I
need to, and now we can do Facebook and Instagram and all that kind of stuff that we didn't have before. But you know, if you need George's training, if you get their Facebook, their Instagram. But here's the thing that I know some of you are like, what? This is crazy. But I want you to think about your job that you've ever had. Have you ever had a job that your boss asked you to do something that felt uncomfortable in the beginning and you had to learn it in the beginning? But once you learned it, then you felt comfortable with it. What I'm telling you that someone taught me 23 years ago that I didn't believe them, but someone said to me, i.e., Christine Peterson trained someone else who trained me. And I want you guys to think about this. Christine Peterson trained thousands of people to do this. It's what Mike and Astrid are doing right now. They're doing it, and then their team's doing it, and then their team's doing it. Probably started from Shannon down the line. So here's the deal. When Christine said to me, if you will do this, I will promise you, if you'll do this and you follow my 10 new people, 50 new people a week, that you will have freedom and flexibility. I don't know the time because it's up to you. Then you'll have freedom and flexibility. I said it's a lie. I want you guys to know. I said there's no way. There's no way I can make over $100,000 doing this, because when I asked her, when do I have to do it? She said, whatever time fits in your schedule. And I asked her, where do I have to do it? And she said, whatever makes you happy. And then I said, can I work nights? Yep. Can I work weekends? Yep. Can I work when I travel? Yes, because I didn't understand it. You know, I'm thinking it's work. And she says, yes. And then I said to myself, what if I do it? And let me see what happens. So in the beginning, and again, guys, we didn't have social media. We didn't have it online. You could do this from sitting on your buns on George taught you guys that you can go into friends of friends. I don't know the numbers. We've always had this. Social media, I cannot guarantee you social media, but I can guarantee you if you do this in person and you learn how to follow up and you really follow, it's going to change your business. I know that it's going to change your business. I just don't know the timing of your business because it just depends on who you are and what you're going to do. But I do know that if you get out there and you meet 10 new people, which Donna's on here today. So Donna is one of my warm chatters. I didn't warm chatter her directly. I warm chattered her sister. It was about 10 o'clock at night. I didn't hit my 10 people. I didn't hit my 10 people. I was with her sister. I went to her sister and I said, hey, do you know anybody that loves health and wellness, want to make a little bit of extra money? And she said to me, well, I'll give you my sister's email. I want you guys to think about this. She gave me Donna's email. So I warm chatted her. She gave me Donna's email. And Donna was, I think, maybe my third 3-star. But Donna bought me Gladys who is another 3-star, who, along with Astrid, between the two of them, are growing one of the largest Hispanic groups in the company. It came from a warm chatter. So obviously, I think all of you want to start with your Project 100 list. But if some of you are looking at that list and it's giving you a stomach ache, or you're not using that 100 list, or it's not working for you today, I want you to go to your happy place today. If you like planting flowers, go to a garden and talk to someone about flowers. Go wherever it makes you happy. I want you to go to your happy place and talk to happy people and do that. I think, does anyone else have a question? No. Oh, one more thing before, because I want to give you another happy place. Erica's on the line today. And I don't know if she can talk. She may be at work. So her happy place is doing tables. She absolutely loves booking tables. But here's the beauty of if you're consistent. Now, I have to tell you that Erica has done tables for a long time. So Erica knows what tables to book, and she knows what tables she's going to be able to get her leads, her warm chatter leads, her talking to people at the table. Erica is booked for the next 4 weeks solid with tables. But those 4 weeks, she will get enough leads. She will warm chatter enough people at her table that it could last her for a whole year. I want you guys to understand that, because she doesn't do a table and get 10. She does a table and gets 50 to 60 because she does events that she knows has over 300 people at that event. So what I'm saying to you is, if you prefer to do a table at a fall festival, at a 5K, Miriam is the queen. We probably need to do a day just on that. But for you, you could warm chatter at a table where your people are passing by you, and then you could use that in order to grow your business. Vendor events. Thank you. Vendor events. I call them tables, but vendor events at different places. The bottom line is, I know we have to get off here. You control your destiny. You're the captain of your own ship. Do not wait for someone. I'm going to be honest with you. Do not wait for your L3s and your L2s and your L1s to control your destiny. There's a time and a place for that. But right now, for you to hit your goal by November 3rd, you have to take action. You have to get out there and you have to find happy, fun people. There's so many happy, fun people that want to meet you, that want to be in your space. And the company has given us everything. You have all of these messages. You have Zooms every night. You have the sizzle calls. You have events. If you live in Dallas, oh my gosh, we are just pouring out every event, coffee, brunch, anything. If you're in Utah, George is going to do flips for you in Utah. We're all everywhere in different areas or on Zoom, as Astrid and Mike are doing. We are everywhere to help you. Don't be afraid to get a name and number because you don't know what to do next. What you do next is get them with your leader. What I did for the first 3 months is get them to Christine Peterson, period. That's all I did because I didn't know what to say and I didn't know what to do. I would say to my friends, would you be open to talking to my mentor who has made multi-million dollars? Why would she start a new movement in her 80s? Would you be open to hearing why she would start in her 80s a new movement? That's really was my line that I said, to get people on the call with Christine. But your leader, whatever your leader is, whomever your leader is, if Shannon is your leader, like I always say this, I love Eric and Shannon. Would you be open to hearing from one of the smartest business people I've ever met? I say they own the town. They've been the mayor of the town. They own their own business. They own the print shop. Like these people are so smart. Would you be open to hearing how this couple has grown their multi-million dollar business? I don't know if you guys know that, but Shannon had a great business before she came into 3. I would say, Astrid, Mike, would you be open to meeting someone that has helped a company grow in Latin, and she's been the leader in that company? Blah 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 blah. Would you be open to hearing about someone who built a business to $1 million and she is now adding to another company, another stream of income? This is why it's important to hear and listen about everyone's different stories so that you can do it. But it's just as simple as, would you be open to hearing what's going on? Would you be open? And just controlling your own destiny. I do want to say happy birthday to me, because I know some of you think that this was easy. It was fun. But guys, 60 personal people I hit yesterday. Yeah. Now, wait, am I fabulous? No, I'm just looking. I'm just keep digging and looking and digging and looking and digging and looking for to help someone every single day. And I'm going to use Shannon as example because I think she's almost right there, guys. I think Shannon may have 58 personal people. Why was she number 1 at our leadership edge? Because she personally has 58, maybe close to 60 by today, 60 people. So I just want to say that you have something to share to other people. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you. I think write that down. They're waiting for you. They're waiting for you to change their lives.
One more with Gladys because we want to make sure we don't.
Yes, we have to go. I did, and I have her here, Claudia Castañeda. I met her doing that exactly. Like I posted something in a group, a Spanish group that I belong to, and she responded. We talked. She went to the happy hour, and voila, she's here with us today.
Yeah,
So
is she
Claudia,
on?
yes, she's on. Claudia, if you want to say hello,
Good
she
morning,
speaks
Claudia.
English, so don't be shy. No te me pongas
Hello.
penosa.
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Ah,
Nice to meet you, everybody.
oh, and
Likewise. Buenos
hello,
dias.
Claudia. Do you guys see? I think Gladys, this is her 5th person in the last couple of weeks that she's added. Claudia, welcome to the group. But I know we have to get off, but Claudia made me cry on this Wednesday when we met with her. And we're going to change her husband, and her beautiful children's lives.
Yes, we will.
With George
We will.
speaking Spanish.
Thank
George,
you.
this is Claudia. She has tons of questions for you in Spanish, so we just have to coordinate a time and a day so you guys can talk.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know we have to get off.
Gracias.
So everybody be the captain of your ship. Let's get on that cruise.
Where'd you get your hat, Antoinette?
Amazon.
Okay.
Have a great one, everybody. Have an amazing, and thank you. Great call. Thank you very much.